Some more Second Amendment legislation scuttlebutt news. This one has to do with the state of Missouri. Missouri has had a gun law in place since I think it was 2019. Let me double check that. I'm sorry, since 2022. So it's just over a year old. So Missouri has a law that basically strikes down any federal gun laws or Second Amendment laws that Missouri doesn't agree with. So the bump stock, this would be like the bump stock, okay, or the pistol brace law. If it's a federal law, Missouri is basically making themselves a sanctuary state. Okay. Is the way I read it here. So just on March 7th, this article's taken from, Missouri cannot enforce a controversial state law, it says, looks to protect gun rights. A federal judge in the state ruled Tuesday, saying the measure ran afoul of the U.S. Constitution, which I don't see how. The U.S. Justice Department, or that little weasel Merrick Garland, argued in a lawsuit it brought against Missouri last year that the Second Amendment Preservation Act, which blocks state and local law officials from enforcing federal gun laws, impairs law enforcement efforts in Missouri and interferes with the Constitution's supremacy clause. I think that supremacy clause is going to come up quite a bit in all of these, yes, all of these lawsuits around the Second Amendment. The libtard U.S. District Judge Brian Wimes quoted, "The law's practical effects are counterintuitive to its stated purpose." This guy, Wimes, was a nominee of former President Barack Obama, which doesn't surprise me. Quotes, while purporting to protect citizens, this law exposes citizens to greater harm by interfering with federal government's ability to enforce lawfully enacted firearms regulations designed by Congress for the purpose of protecting citizens. So that's their viewpoint on it, is what's good for the federal government should go across all 50 states, regardless of the local government, if they want those laws or not. That's right. It's full sweeping. Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey, a Republican, said in a statement that the state is prepared to defend this statute to the highest court. So I anticipate seeing this go to the Supreme Court. He is quoted as saying, "The Second Amendment is what makes the rest of the amendments possible." I love that. Yep. That is the truth. That's why the Second Amendment is so important. Yes. Throw everything out. They will shove everything down our throat if we are disarmed, and that is their goal: disarm us. Absolutely. Back to his quote: "If the state legislator wants to expand upon the foundational rights codified in the Second Amendment, they have the authority to do that. But the SAPA is also about the 10th Amendment. It is about federalism and individual liberty, giving the power back to the states," which I also agree with. Yep. One last thing, and we'll move on to the next thing. Prior to filing this lawsuit in February of 2022, the DOJ for months sought to overturn this law in Missouri. U.S. law enforcement officials previously told CNN that federal agents have encountered a number of issues in the state. So the marshals and the FBI and the ATF would send somebody into Missouri and ask for backup with the sheriffs or the local police department, and they'd be like, "Screw off." And that's actually a big deal, because the ATF, that's their general mode of operation. They have one or two guys. They would send a couple agents in and then kind of recruit or force the local law enforcement to actually do the legwork and dirty work, so to speak, for them. And Missouri basically just told them, it's like, no, we don't recognize your authority. Go pound salt. Go do it yourself if you want to, but you're not getting help from us. And I love that. I think that we should keep an eye on Missouri, yes, and cheer them on when they take it to the Supreme Court. And I would hopefully agree with this is a Second Amendment win for us. I hope you've enjoyed this clip from the Craig's Gun Channel Random Shots program. The program airs Thursdays at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. On Random Shots, we discuss content ranging anything from preparedness, survival, politics, firearms, basically anything that's 2A related, with sometimes some rabbit trails on things that aren't related at all.
If you enjoy this type of programming, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you're notified when we release new content. And if you like it, hit the like button and share us if you would as well. It helps the algorithm and helps the channel grow and helps get our message out. So I guess until next time, stay safe.